This is one of my favorites. It's a great porch beer.
Porch beer.
It just makes you want to go sit out on a rocking chair.
Well, hey everybody, I'm Nick, and this is Brandy,
Hello.
and we are with Snap Forward, and this is our happy hour for July 21st. And we have a lot to talk about. Our main topic today is going to be about the death of the sales funnel. So,
I was reading a little bit about that recently.
Yeah, or is it really dead? So we'll talk a little bit about that. The first thing I wanted to talk about, I went to the Pittsburgh Vintage Grand Prix on Saturday.
Yeah.
It was something my kid and I have been doing the past couple of years. It's always hot. It was about 5 degrees warmer than they said it was going to be, about almost 90. But really good time, a lot of cool cars, and
Cool people.
Cool people, yeah. I met a lot of people there. Like, just like there's the whole Mustang crowd, and they all hang out and they want to know what the other one's doing with their car, and
Wow.
they all, it's really cool. And then you walk through everything else, and there's people that don't want you anywhere near their car, so why did they bring it to the event, right?
Really? That's strange.
And then there's other people that are just like, come here, sit in it, and they could have a $100,000 car, and they could have 6-year-olds bouncing on the seat all day, and they're just like love showing their car off. So it's a good time.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. But we were beat by the time we got home.
Does he love it too, as much as you do? Your son?
He, last year he liked it more. This year maybe he's getting older, his interests are changing, so he's
like, Dad, didn't we do this last year?
maybe, we weren't there quite as long this year. Yeah.
That's cool.
So the big thing coming up this weekend that I'm looking forward to, I haven't bought my ticket yet, and I don't know that I have a babysitter yet, so I don't know what the situation is.
I know what you're talking about.
The lobster crawl. So basically Bar Marco, Muddy Waters, Spoon, Umami, The Vandal, and how do you say that?
No clue.
All right, Dianoa's Eatery.
Dianoa's?
I don't know. So all of those places, most of them that I want to try.
The Vandal's so good.
The Vandal? That
So
is
good.
totally new to me.
Oh, really?
What is
My boyfriend's sister had her
birthday?
What's the wedding
Shower?
before the night you have like everybody there?
Oh, the rehearsal dinner.
Rehearsal dinner there
I don't know.
because they made furniture for their restaurant.
Yeah.
So they had it there and
Really
it
cool.
was really good. They had good burgers.
Good burgers. Well, I'm looking at everybody. I guess they're having a competition for the lobster roll, and
wow.
we're gonna see who has the best lobster
What
roll.
were the other restaurants?
Bar Marco, Muddy Waters,
Marco's so
Spoon, Umami, The Vandal, and Somebody's Eatery.
Bar Marco.
Dianoa's.
Bar Marco is good.
Yeah.
I love Bar
It's cool,
Marco.
too.
I've been
Cool
there
place.
a couple times. It's Saturday evening then?
It's Sunday. It's Sunday at 4 o'clock, and it's like 3 hours, and then they're all gonna meet someplace at the end and vote on who the winner is.
So you have to fast like all day Saturday. So
Oh
you
man, I
can-
can't. Yeah, I know. 6
Do
lobster
you have
rolls.
to like drive to these places or are they like in one place?
I'm assuming it's a walk. I think they're all in East Liberty, and you just walk from one to the next.
The Vandal's in Lawrenceville, Bar Marco's in the Strip, Spoon's in like far down, like Shady Side kind of area. Like
Then I have no idea.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
Uber.
all in one place
Yeah.
and they're all coming to one place. I
okay.
should have looked this up a little bit
Okay.
better.
All you need to know is there's lobster.
Lobster crawl. Go to showclicks.com/event/lobster crawl. Did you see the video of the little pirate fan?
No.
Here, I'm
I
gonna-
was not sure if it was the one you had posted previously of the
Woman
lady
catching-
with the food catching the ball in her
No.
nachos.
This was a little kid at the pirate game who there was like a marathon pirate game. I think it went to the 18th inning.
oh god.
And he was he was incredibly emotional. The highs, the lows, like this kid was just,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I saw it, but I didn't watch. I
Yeah.
scrolled.
He definitely had all of the emotions
That's
on
great.
display. And,
That's funny.
yeah, in fact, we should post a link to it on our website, if you could do that. In the blog for the happy hour.
Oh, yeah.
Can you throw a link on there for it?
Yeah,
It's-
we just got our new page up for our happy hours, so all of our blogs, all of our happy hours from previous weeks can now be viewed on there.
Yeah.
And there's highlights, so you don't have to watch all. Maybe there's one topic you might want to revisit that we mentioned.
And it's all in high def, so it's not quite
Yeah.
the live video quality. But yeah, this kid, he's just like flipping out. He's eating his peanuts. He's throwing things. Yeah, he's having a good time. Did you read this article?
No.
So for all
I
you
need to start
Instagram,
making these.
for all you Instagram people, there then
This is really pathetic, though. I don't need to read it to know like how this is so an American thing to do.
yeah. So the Guardian is saying that America wastes 50% of its produce because they're not Instagram worthy. So the
Wow.
little strawberries that aren't quite like strawberries now are the size of small apples or like
Yeah,
a plum, right?
If you buy the good one or the more expensive
Yeah,
ones.
the good one.
I don't know how good they are,
Yeah.
actually.
So basically, because people
Whoa.
don't want food that doesn't look like it should be on Instagram, we throw it away.
That's
So like what? Like what? So what if you buy a box of strawberries and there's a few in there that are like ugly?
Well, what they're saying is that they pre-sort it before it even gets into the
What
box.
the heck?
So it gets thrown away before it even hits the shelf.
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Right.
It's very, very dumb.
Right.
It's awful. I mean, it's like, it's crazy. I think that just goes towards the attitude of like modifying your food to make it look, what's the next step? Putting some chemical to make sure it all looks the same when it comes off the
It's all,
vine.
yeah, but it's all
That's
a
pathetic.
beauty contest though. Every time you go and shop for a tomato, you're looking for that perfect red, perfect
Well,
round.
yeah, that makes sense. I don't want to buy one with like that's like ugly. I don't want to put that in my mouth.
And
But-
your reaction to see,
like I don't
Ellie.
I don't want that to go like in my body. I don't
but
want
there's
like a
probably
gross
no
ugly.
difference.
Like
I
there
mean,
are those people that won't eat it, but like my friend in college wouldn't eat a banana with one brown spot on it. If it had sprouted like the brown dot on it, she'd be like, nope.
Something that looks a bit misshapen, or that's one thing. But if it has like a brown spot, a soft spot, or
Yeah.
that's a big difference.
Meanwhile, I can't wait to get the first tomato off my vine in my garden, so it could be just the ugliest tomato ever. But as long as it's edible,
But if you grow
I'm-
it, that's
and
a
I'm
whole
excited.
different. That's a whole
Yeah.
different.
Well, you know how
ballgame.
fresh
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
You're like, I grew broccoli. Who cares that it's like?
It looks
I
like
thought you
ugly
were.
and
I thought the
weird.
story you were gonna tell was like Instagrammers
Oh.
waste the food when they're taking pictures of it. Like how much.
They probably
Yeah.
do that.
well, they probably
too.
do that too. There's probably another story there. Yeah,
Because
we could do
they
that
and
one.
some people like cut up food and put it on like a cutting board and make it look all nice and like I'm gonna eat that.
I don't really
Right.
find the appeal of looking at someone else's dinner. That's me.
Oh my god,
That's
I
just me.
love
Like-
looking at pictures of food.
Yeah, that's just my
Oh
personal
my gosh.
preference.
Oh,
Well, I actually
that's like one of my favorite
those-
things to do.
Those videos where people like it's like fast, like it's almost like a time lapse where people are like preparing the
Oh,
food.
that's
Oh,
one of my
that's
favorite things to
more
watch too.
interesting.
Yeah, it's like you can watch the whole meal prepared in 30
the-
seconds.
Yeah, I don't want to
That's
watch the
pretty
cooking
cool.
show where they're talking and they're like, and then I put like 1 cup of EVO. Like I don't
Yeah.
want to watch you like make
Oh,
food
you've
for
been watching
half an
Rachel
hour.
Ray. She
Yeah,
says
okay.
EVO.
Yeah, or like yeah, oh God. I don't want to watch her cook food for 30 whole minutes. I want to watch like a sped up video of not even a face, just hands throwing stuff in a bowl with the directions at the top.
Like
It's
on
so
the
quick.
Facebook.
Yeah, like
there's
those kind of
different
videos.
channels
Those
that do
there's that
What-
Snapchat channel called Taste Made, and a lot of their videos are really quick. And at the end, it flashes a recipe, like the how to make it.
Ah.
And the videos are no longer than 2 or 3 minutes.
You know what the videos my kid watches on YouTube? People unwrapping toys
Yeah.
or unwrapping candy.
I know. That he
You've been
watches
there.
it.
You've seen it.
Wait,
He-
seriously?
yeah.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
He loves it. And now he repeats it. So when we're in the house and he has to open a package, he says, "Oh, I wonder what's inside." And he's like opening it and that he's like pretending he's making the
Are
video.
you talking about Ryan?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
He
so
likes
my-
watching
So
this
cute.
little kid called Ryan Reviews Toys, and it's a little kid who his parents, I guess, he has a lot of subscribers, so I'm sure he gets things sent to him, and it's like a little kid, like
Just talking about what he
Nicholas's
thinks
age.
about the toy.
That's
And
like
they open the
movie-
package. He's like, "What's inside?" And they open it, and then he's like, "Whoa!" And then he talks about it.
That's like big. Where
When I was
Tom
there-
Hanks like
Yeah.
knows all about toys
Yeah.
because he's the kid.
Well, it's amazing. Like Blippi, look Blippi up on YouTube, and it's a big deal now. I'd never heard of him before Ryan found him on YouTube. It's just some guy. He's like goofy, has a real high voice, and talks funny, and wears a hat and big glasses. And Blippi's like he's like a new age clown kind of.
I feel like he was watching this video last time I was there.
I'm sure. Ask him about it tonight. He'll
They
show
found this little girl on YouTube that's British, and she just
you. Yep,
did you
I've overheard it.
God, she's the most annoying thing in the entire world. I like, I like was tapping to like change video. I was like, oh, we're not gonna watch this, and I was tapping, and then he found his way back, and I was like, oh my god, I can't.
If you
listen
think
to
that's
her.
the most annoying thing in the world, there's more.
I'd pick anything else.
I'm so removed from little kid culture. They
She
just
talks like this. Oh my god, what we have today! Like it's honestly.
So people are probably confused. They don't know that Callie babysits your sons. So
Right.
They might be
Oh, yeah.
wondering why
Right,
you're
yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about that.
there you go.
Just to fill in the gaps there.
So on the IT side of things, criminals have been planting banking malware in some popular applications that network administrators use in network. So they infected the website, or they broke into the website of this thing called Amy Admin, where you can remote into other computers.
Amy Admin.
Yeah, we don't use it, but other people do, especially people that are on a tight budget.
Okay.
So they injected or implanted a piece of malware into the installation package for Amy Admin, and then so you install the program and you use it like normal, but on the side is this piece of malware that steals information. They're saying that it collects private information, and then they can go ahead and use it by logging.
So there's
into
no signs that it's happening. It's sort of just.
It's just working in the background, and if you don't have an antivirus that catches it or a
Terrifying.
firewall that blocks it, yeah, it's collecting information. So, and they're saying that the Amy admin site has been breached multiple times, and apparently in one time they added this Trojan horse into the software.
So it's more something you would worry about in your place of employment, not at home.
Right. Yeah, you're not going to have this program at home, but if you're a small business and you're working with someone in house, or if you're working with another company that uses this application, I would be concerned. You never know what type of
So they're
information may have
stealing-
been stolen.
They're stealing data.
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, and they're calling it a banking Trojan, so it must specifically go after banking information. So, the last one we want to talk about are our quick hits, or one of our, we'll call this our shots or something, right? So,
Whoa, we need beers, but not.
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know if I need shots.
So Ashley Madison trying to reinvent itself, right?
Okay, how in the world are they going to do that?
So according to Fast Company, they're trying to regrow the business. Now, regardless of this article, I read it. My thought the entire time was, how does anybody still go to this site and give them money?
Right, but you know what? They do.
Why? Well, it was almost
like old desperate men.
It's pathetic.
But it's been proven, and unless you don't watch the news, it's been proven that there were almost no women on this site.
Wow.
So
that's crazy.
They were all fake profiles or bots, and
unbelievable.
they were interacting and posing as people. Like, basically nobody hooked up on this
I
site.
had no idea that
Right.
came out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, they released email addresses and names of the subscribers of millions of people.
Well,
So-
if you're that ignorant to still go on there, then I hope they get your data and.
Does that keep taking? I mean, how? That's a great business idea. You get a bunch of guys that are desperate for anything, and even when everybody's been exposed, and it's also been exposed that there really is no chance of hooking up, they're still willing to pay you money. If that's the current situation, that's a cash cow. I can't even comprehend that, because there's so many businesses that are providing actual value.
Yeah, you don't really need anything. You can just take money and never spend. All you have to do is hire a couple people to set up fake profiles.
And it just
And
shows you
that's
how
it.
desperate guys are.
It's pathetic.
They have like a 1 in a million chance, even on this website, and they'll still pay money for
My
it.
God, that's.
So, yeah.
And what about their poor wives? They're married.
Well,
to
that's it. Oh my God. Could you imagine being someone's wife and then finding out that they had an account with this company?
Yeah.
I didn't, so I can
Well,
say
it's a
that.
free pass to kick them to the curb and start over.
Yeah, crazy. Is Lynn still watching? Callie. Is Lynn still watching?
I don't know. It's hard to tell when someone's like still watching.
Oh. All right, so
The funnel.
the sales funnel. So the sales funnel, is it dead? So in Ad Age, a couple of months ago, and this is a concept that's come around a lot in the past couple of probably 6 months to a year, especially. So there's a lot of people proclaiming that the sales funnel is dead. And basically it's the concept that when you're shopping, and we come in because we're dealing with car dealerships, when somebody's searching for a car, they already have an idea of the car they want because they've seen it on the road. So previously, they see an ad for a car dealership on TV, they walk into the dealership, they maybe look through the book, and then they talk to a salesperson, and the salesperson takes them down the path through the funnel, and maybe the person walks off the lot, maybe the person will, how much time do we have on the thing?
3.5.
Okay, so maybe the person will walk off the lot, or maybe they'll sit down and buy the car right then, right? But then you can follow up with them and you can try to reel them in. The concept now is that the whole sales funnel being dead concept is that people will not even walk onto your lot or even contact the company. They will research online through magazine articles,
and they'll look at every various place where they can get the best price.
Right. They'll go through. They'll sort of price shop. They'll configure it online using the online configurator. So they already know just about everything they need to know except the rock solid numbers on price. So they'll sort of orbit the whatever dealership they end up going into, but the dealership will never know whether when the person first contacts them, if it's a real contact or not. They're just kind of dipping their head in, like they're diving in saying, I want to buy right now. So there's no funnel. Basically, it's just, here I am, I'm going to buy, and that's it. Same concept with retail stores. As everybody does their shopping online, you can walk into Bed Bath & Beyond, window shop, find something you like, open up your Amazon app, click the little button where you can scan the UPC on the item. It'll come up on Amazon. You say, okay, it's $5 cheaper on
I didn't
Amazon.
know you could do that.
Yeah, I'm teaching you something.
This is so educational.
Yeah. So you scan it with your camera, it scans it, brings it up in Amazon, and then you can buy it right there while you're standing in Bed Bath & Beyond.
Or you can see it and be like, nope, cheaper at the store next to over there.
Exactly.
Over there.
Generally not, though. So then you have to decide, do I want to wait for it or do I just want to buy it right now? It's worth $5. But so the concept being that there's no sales funnel for Bed Bath & Beyond or the car dealership. The only thing you have is people diving in and buying something. It's blown up concept.
I would say that's where your power lies in your image, and your power lies in your transparency.
So the first article was in Ad Age, was written by Jason John, and I think he is the CMO of Publishers Clearinghouse.
I read that article.
So yeah, so he's not. I hope so.
I did.
So he's not some schmo spouting an opinion. He actually works for a reputable company and is probably fairly smart. I would think so. So then in Marketing Week, Mark Ritson writes basically a rebuttal. If you think the sales funnel is dead, you've mistaken tactics for strategy.
Ooh.
Right? So, and I get exactly what he's saying. He's basically saying the sales funnel's not dead, it's just different, right? You still have to look at the overall strategy, and it's
I would say it's extremely much more complicated and it's a completely different animal, but it still exists.
Right.
It's just harder to track.
And I think what's going on is that there's a product funnel, but the funnels of, like, if you just imagine it like that there are multiple funnels of all the businesses, they're all just kind of stuck together, and there's people weaving in and out of each funnel as they're kind of going down. So you're in the Bed Bath & Beyond funnel, and then you weave into the Amazon funnel, and then maybe you weave back into the Kohl's funnel. You're just sort of, and as you're going down, you're kind of getting sucked towards the actual purchase. How does one company keep somebody in their gravitational pull over another one?
It's the purple cow.
Yeah.
You have to be that remarkable company.
Yeah.
That's got their image is what draws you in, like Apple,
Right.
Starbucks.
Right. And it's that, you define who you appeal to, and you have to make it resonate with them. You make that message resonate with them. So while people are weaving in and out of funnels between all of these companies, how do you make yours the most appealing so they stick with you? Or even if they go to Amazon and they see it at a lower price, they say, well, you know what, I'd rather deal with Bed Bath & Beyond because I know I can walk back into the store and give it back to a customer service rep and say, I don't like it. I will tell you, Best Buy has done that for me. I haven't shopped in Best Buy in like 8 years, right? But Best Buy started this no questions asked 30-day return policy thing. I think it's 15-day return policy, but if you get to another level of the rewards program, then you get a 30-day return policy. And I think if you get to their elite status or whatever, you get a 45-day return policy. For me, that's incredibly valuable. And there's no restocking fee.
That's like REI. You can return something there at any point. It can be a year old.
Right.
Tennis shoes you've been hiking in.
Nordstrom.
Yeah.
You can return
Nordstrom
them.
lets you return them
And for
like
that
a whole
reason, I'll continue to shop there.
And that's great. I mean, if you can, that's where I bought this, right? I bought this at Best Buy. I didn't go to the Apple Store, even if the Apple Store was going to help me out in any way they could. The important thing for me was, I want to try it out. This is my first Mac I've ever bought, right? So I want to walk into the Best Buy store and say, for 3 weeks, I like it or I don't, and then bring it back, say, I don't want it anymore, and I can get my money back if I decide it's not for me.
So research return policies.
Well,
Noted.
I mean, it's a matter of whatever's most important. So for you, it might be lowest price, or for someone else, it might be the prestige of saying that I bought it at this store, or it could be the easy return policy. It could be fast delivery. You know, there's so many different things. As long as you're consistent about what you're telling people you are going to do.
Yes.
So
They will pick up on it if you're not. And
Right.
also the chasers, the people that are, you see their ads in your face everywhere you go, that's not attractive anymore. That's not, in my opinion, click here.
yeah,
It's
we were just talking
no
about
way.
it today. So we're talking about the difference between the yeehaw car dealership and the car dealership that has the gentleman sitting down saying, we're not going to screw around with you, and we're going to give you a fair price, and we're going to give you a great experience. So the other place might give you the great experience also, but they're going, yeehaw, we're going to give you the best price. This guy's going, we're going to give you a fair price, but a great experience. So there's two completely different people that are going to gravitate toward one or the other.
That's
So
true.
while a customer is weaving in and out of each one of the sales funnels, they're going to get a feeling, and that feeling is going to drive them toward one or the other.
Yes. And that's something to be considered when you are branding yourself.
Yeah.
Is what kind of feeling do you want people to associate with your business?
Yeah.
That's big. That's something that businesses often don't think about, but they should be.
Well, and that goes to consistently putting out the same message, and don't be disjointed in your marketing techniques. Making sure that your website, like if you're a very professional company, a very modern company, make sure your website aligns with that and your social media aligns with that.
Keep it simple.
Yeah, keep it consistent. Consistency is big in everything. I consider myself a fairly big observer of the way companies treat their clients and that customer experience. It's like watching where companies go wrong on customer experience fascinates me, because a lot of times you don't even realize you're doing it. And if that's your thing, I mean, there's places that get a reputation for not providing any good customer experience, but the prices are so low, people don't care. But that's what people expect. Bad customer service, really low prices. Other people expect great customer service, and they're willing to pay more for it. So that if that person's sitting at a table for 45 minutes and doesn't get service, then they're going to be upset because they really wanted good service for what they're paying. So
in conclusion, what do you think?
Are you wrapping me up?
No, I'm just wondering. You didn't really say what your opinion was on the funnel. Is it?
Well, yeah,
It's not dead.
I don't think it's dead. I think it's different. I think it's what I said. I think it's that there are, if you imagine that if these are funnels, people are going in between the two funnels. So if you're store A and store B, they're going back and forth between the two, pinballing between the two, and eventually they're going to decide. You're just trying to help them whittle that down and make it a more appealing choice for them to come to you.
I agree. it's gotten much more complex, but it still exists.
Right. Yeah, you're just not going to get somebody to walk in the door and you're going to take them down the path. So that's it. That's my take on it.
Something to be aware of.
Yeah. So we already talked about the guests we're going to have coming in a couple of weeks. I'm excited about that.
So will there be 3 of us? Or are you going to replace me?
I'm kicking you out. Yeah, I'm kicking you out.
Seriously?
No.
Aw.
We're just going to have to go a little wider on the angle here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know
I
how we're
need
going to
my
do it.
Thursday beer. I'm spoiled.
Well, so this is the idea that Tim and I had today when we're talking about when he comes in. We're both going to be live. So
Oh,
he'll go
okay.
live. He'll go live on
Alright.
his page. We'll go live on our page.
That is great.
Yeah, that was a good idea, I thought. And then we'll have the HD recording that we'll throw up on YouTube.
That is so cool.
Yeah, yeah. And he's got some really good ideas for things that he can talk about. I know Chrissy is going to have some really good ideas about things that she is interested in.
Can't wait.
Yeah, she's fun. She's a really good time.
She's great.
Yeah. And we're going to continue to work on this. We've been playing with how to structure it, how long we go, trying to make it more interesting, trying to make it more valuable, try to be a little bit more engaging. We're making our lighting around here better. We're going to up our game consistently, and I think we'll get better as we go.
Yeah, any suggestions are welcome.
Yeah, any suggestions, go for it. Throw something on Facebook or shoot us an email.
Be nice.
Yeah. Be nice to me. Don't be nice to her. So if you want to see any of the other ones or see what else we've done, you can go to www.snap-fwd.com/happy-hour.
There is also a link on our homepage if you just go to...
That would make more sense. Go to our homepage and click on the big
Yes.
orange happy hour thing.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll have some clips that we're going to throw up on YouTube. We'll show people the key points so you can see the
highlights.
The highlights, the most important stuff. So.
Wait, we forgot to talk about the guy that got pranked playing Pokemon Go. That was one of my surprises for you.
Oh, okay. Tell me
This
about that.
guy was on like level 26, which I don't know because I'm not playing, but apparently that's really high.
I'm level 2.
Oh,
I'm level 3.
He had put 60 hours. This was an article I found on Huffington Post. He had put 60 hours in, and he was like super serious about it. And his sister and his girlfriend got together, and while he was taking a nap, they created another account on his phone that looked identical to his. The name had a capital I in place of an L, so you couldn't tell that the name was different. And they had put him back to level 0. And they live in Canada, so they had just gone through the introducing it in Canada, and they announced there might be some glitches. So he thought when he went out to play again that because of that he had been set back to 0, and he goes crazy.
Really?
He breaks his phone. He drives off without them. He leaves them in the parking lot. He's livid.
Are you serious?
Livid. I yes.
Over.
This is how serious people are, and this guy was like definitely in his 30s. Definitely not a teenager.
Yeah,
So-
I think some of the things we consider important.
I just thought I'd mention that because I'm still like laughing that I can't believe that like he was like, he goes, it says I have 0 of this one. I know I have 1,000 of those. He was
Oh, boy.
I forget the name of it.
No, somebody slacked something today, just real quick. Something about Central Park turning into a zoo.
Oh, that was
basically,
Neil.
was that you?
Yeah.
I didn't read it yet because I just
Yeah.
got back into the office. But
Yeah. People jumping out of their vehicles to get this rare Pokemon that they saw. Like they had to go get it because it's so rare.
Well,
and it's
what I told Brandy was Justin Bieber was hunting Pokemon in Central Park, and people were so preoccupied hunting the Pokemon they didn't recognize him. And like some little kid there should have recognized him.
Bieber
So-
he was
so-
like, no, nobody found me. Like
which
nobody.
I mean, okay, so if you're a huge Bieber fan, which I know there's a lot of Beliebers out there.
Even like someone's parent would have known who that was.
Right,
You know.
right, and that's so. This video game is more important than you meeting somebody that you're probably a huge fan of. Like,
I mean,
for me,
it was crowded. Granted, it's crowded Central Park. Probably at nighttime, people
Yeah.
are looking out at their phones, looking for the Pokemon. No one's like paying attention to other humans, but still,
It's like life
It's like
needs to go on
one of
hold
the
now
most
because
popular
Pokemon
celebrities.
made a game. Like
I didn't realize
This
it
is
was
why-
even still a thing.
Justin Bieber.
No, no.
Oh, Pokemon Go.
Believe me, I live with a wife
two young boys.
and 2 young boys. We know who Justin Bieber is.
I was about to say no. He's like more of a thing than he's ever been.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go
Wow.
is still a thing.
I didn't realize Pokemon was still a thing.
Oh,
Like,
it's not. It came back
Well, that was.
I
it.
think
This
that
game
was their
just made
release,
it.
and everyone was just like, "Oh, Pokemon's back." It never fully went away. There were always those kids that still played it. Like I don't know, but apparently you can sell your old Game Boys for a lot of money because of it.
I'm amazed by it.
And I think I
amazed
have one.
that people my age are out there.
Hey, I was talking. It was a networking event last night, and there were a lot of people playing the game in the networking
No,
event.
they weren't.
Yes. So, and then I fired mine up just to show them that I stink at the game.
There's only
Wasn't
so
there
many
one on
Pokemon
your
around.
desk
There's like
when you
3
turned
on my
your
desk.
phone? She turned her phone on and there was one right on her desk.
Oh yeah, she caught one in the office yesterday, or Tuesday.
Don't tell people that; they'll start showing up here.
Yeah, we have no Pokemon.
There's a hot spot. What?
It's right over
Princess
here at
Lane.
Casty Village. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
There's a gym over there too.
it
I
was
think.
Princess Lanes is
noteworthy.
the
Really?
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, come over here play Pokemon. All right, cool. Let's wrap it up. We're not gonna have Callie next week, so we're gonna.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The quality might go down.
I know.
slightly.
Hopefully we'll still be, or we'll be a lot better. We'll see.
Oh, that's just so mean.
I don't think we're gonna be better, to be honest.
I hope you're worse.
I know.
I'm
All right,
kidding.
look at them. She's gonna be online going, look at them. They're going down in flames.
I'm gonna be sitting on vacation watching you live, laughing.
Will you live? Will you come in
Fools.
live from vacation? So that no.
I don't know
on
how
our
to do that.
on our page.
Well, you
like you
can-
can live video yourself.
Oh, I'm too awkward for that.
Or can you? I mean, you watch and comment and show everybody.
I'll comment and
each-
say like, coming at you live on vacay.
Yeah. Right. All right. Cool. You got
Cool.
anything to go?
No, it's been a fairly productive, good week so far. Looking to finish it off. Great.
Yeah, we've got a lot of
Tomorrow,
work coming up
you know,
here.
so much work.
I know. I know. Don't plan on going home this weekend. All right.
Okay.
See ya.
I'm like, what? For a minute there, I was like, wait, what?
Brittany, don't plan on having any fun this weekend.